First things first.
Na, 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 na. I woke up shining, no need for light. Built my throne in the middle of the night. They talk loud, but I move clean. Whole room knows I'm the queen. I don't chase, I set the pace. Coaster, soft face. They look, then they lean in. Like who let her in? Hands off from the blueprint. Say less, I'm the movement. One step and they all feel it. One look and they yield it. Crown on me, heavy but I wear it proud.
What is up, you guys? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another episode of Keeping Up with KP. It is officially peak week. We are 7 days out from NPC universe. I just finished up my check-in, sent that over to coach. We are currently on daily check-ins. Today's check-in was my lowest body weight of this entire prep, which was 120.8. I started this competition prep at, I believe, 141, 142. So body weight is down about 20 pounds since the beginning of this entire prep. And 140 is the heaviest body weight I have ever been, but I was actually still very confident at that body weight. So my relationship with my body weight has changed quite a bit throughout this prep because I have taken my weight daily, and during peak weeks I do morning and evening weight. So my weight last night was 124.3. That was before bed at the end of the day, and then this morning I was 120.8 fasted for check-in. It's crazy because last peak week, 7 days out, I was 124.1. So I'm about 4 pounds less going into this peak week than last, but we have a completely different look. I am realizing this in real time, and this is actually really cool and really exciting. So I'm excited to see how my physique changes throughout the week. I think the craziest part about my body weight being down an additional 4 pounds this show is that how I got here was not by doing copious amounts of cardio. It was by incorporating more rest and pulling back on upper body. Nothing extreme. All that to say, this is gonna be a fun week. I'm so excited for this. I'm not gonna lie, yesterday I had kind of like a quiet off day. It was a rest day, food was lower, but like in preparation for this peak week, I was just kind of frustrated with myself because I didn't have like just that momentum, you know? I was really trying to find that in myself, but not every day can be like that, you guys. Yesterday was also a little tough because it was a low day, it was a rest day, food is low, energy is low. Brain function, I don't want to say is low, but it's not the highest. So today I get a little bit more food, I get some more carbs. I'm 7 days out and I only have 3 training days left. Today is my last 100% lower body B day. My last 2 training sessions will be at 75%, and that'll be on Monday and Wednesday next week. The rest is just rest. Cardio is pulled back. It's really just refining the look, keeping up on my core control, keeping up on my posing, managing my stress, fatigue, sleep, mental, all of it, which is why I really want to make this YouTube, to bring you guys along with the journey of my entire peak week. I'm going to bring you through the bits and pieces of preparation and just like putting this entire package together, head to toe, inside out. You know, every season has led up to this one. Every improvement season, every prep, every lesson, every experience, every stage I've stepped on. I'm just so excited to really showcase my best in 7 days. So, awaiting some feedback from coach. I have my lemon water. I'm gonna do some vacuums. I've already done a good amount of posing, but I'm gonna run through one more time so we can see the physique at our current state before we start the fill-up process, so that we can really see how the body transpires with the food over the next week and this new peaking strategy that we are trying out. So, let's get into it.
I was made for the pressure. Turn the ones to treasure. If they doubt, let them watch me rise again. Crown on me, heavy but I wear it proud. Walk in silence,
gotten much easier, which is also kind of hard mentally because I'm like, this isn't as hard. Still riding high on the vacuums. It's become less of a thing in the morning and the evening. I can just kind of like do it in between meals at the gym. I also do some lying in bed with a pelvic tilt, and then I do them standing and bent over still. But comment below, you guys, if you've been doing and trying the vacuums, because it's been a real game changer in my core control journey, as you know. But time to get some food, await coach's feedback, and get on with day number 1 of peak week. Heading to train lower body B. I am feeling like the carbs are carbing. I'm coming back to life. But I want to share this because something weird just kind of happened. And if you've been following along with the journey, I had mentioned that before this season, I decided to completely step away from doing hair. And I did not keep up on my hair license because of the continuing education. I work 7 days a week. I just didn't have time. So unintentionally, I did not keep up on my license. I continue to order product from Salon Centric, the beauty supply store, but because my license expired, it wasn't allowing me to order things anymore. So I've been ordering through our esthetician's accounts at Forever Young until I can take the time to renew my license. Okay, so that's the back end story. But I needed to order a new iron for my hair to practice show day hair because I'm bringing a new look. So it's been this whole thing because when I order through her account, I make Ryan go and get it because I don't want them to recognize me because I used to go in there all of the time. So I order this iron through our esthetician's account and I order it for same day delivery to our house. And then they call the esthetician and say that that service isn't available and they're going to cancel the order. So she asked me, what do you want me to do? And I was like, just tell them that your friend is going to go and pick it up and I will go and pick it up. So I just go in to pick this up, dressed for the gym as I'm going to train lower body B. And they don't recognize me as KP hair color. They're like, oh, you're here to pick up your friend's iron. And they proceed to have a 20-minute conversation with me after complimenting my physique, because they know a girl that did a competition, and so they were asking me all of these questions and about my show, and there's like 4 people in line. Now everybody's involved in this conversation and invested in my journey. And here I am all worked up. I'm gonna get caught by the cosmetology police. I'm sharing because this felt like a very symbolic moment. That identity of mine, KP hair color, and that version of myself will always be a part of me. I mean, hello. But I truly believe the embodiment of this lifestyle of being an athlete, of just like being all in on this pursuit, you know, taking up that space at the gym with my tripod, declining dinner dates and plans with friends because it interferes with my training schedule, not working 16 hours behind the chair and traveling twice a month just to keep up with this persona. You know, keeping up with KP has a couple different meanings to me. Because trying to keep up that KP, that old version of myself, is truly what was hindering the growth to step into this version. And I think the thing that's really landing with me right now is just feeling seen as this version of myself. Because the other KP, she just blended in. But this version of me just feels magnetic. So all that to say, we secured the iron and we got a lesson out of it as well. So I'm gonna go get this lower body B session in. Day's out. Time to check in. Also, can we just... Cute. We are officially 6 days out. I am heading to do a little photo shoot. Not gonna lie, I'm struggling a little bit energy-wise. I was really excited about this photo shoot, but I am like dragging. This was a scheduled rest day. Based on this morning's check-in, coach did give me a bit of a food bump. We do have a time difference between us, so I have to wait a little longer to get a check-in response from him, and I was waiting for his check-in response to get my meals for the day. So because of that, I decided to trial out a bit of a different look this morning on the hair. I don't think I nailed it, but we are getting close. I typically go for a beachy wave, which is honestly a little looser than this, but it appears almost straight on stage. And it seems like the judges are really favoring a more glam look. This is literally the opposite of my personal style, how I style my clients, how I style myself. So there's a bit of a learning curve with it. Not to say it doesn't look great, but this is not the look I want to bring to stage. But it will be the look I am taking to this photo shoot right now. But nonetheless, that's what I've got going on today at 6 days out.
Pretty face with a dangerous mind, left the weak ones far behind. Every scar became my glow. Now they watch me steal the show. I learned to smile through the teeth, keep my secrets underneath. You can talk your little doubt. I was built to figure out. Step by step I made it mine.
Post photo shoot. That was fun. I came to life. All is well. Got a nice little confidence booster. Got to practice my posing. I'm feeling really good. It's a Saturday, 2 p.m. Saturday, Sunday, both rest days. I am taking the next day and a half to be with myself, to ground in before the week ahead. My main focus with this added rest is just refinement. Refining the look, perfecting the details, keeping the stress low, the core control, the energy, the aura. This is the calm before the storm. I'm going to take advantage of and appreciate the space that I have this weekend, the rest that I have to really make these refinements so that I can bring my best self to NPC Universe in 6 days.
Cut the noise and do my line. Hands clean, heart on fire. I rise higher, higher. Diamonds and discipline. That's the skin I'm living in. Strong enough to break the chain. Smile sweet through all the pain. Diamonds and discipline. Watch me do it all again. Pretty face, I unframed. I was born to wear this name. You saw satin, I saw steel. Took the hit and stay surreal.
Got drink, mushroom coffee. We are 5 days out. I just sent my daily check-in over to coach. I've got my morning lineup here that I'm going to get in before my 30 minutes of fasted cardio today. I am almost finished with this book. I have not read an entire book in probably at least 5 years. So I intend to finish this today. And then what I like to do is I go back and I read everything that I've underlined, like everything that resonated with me. I don't know if anybody else does that, but I really underline the stuff that just speaks to me, you know? Today's another rest day. I'm feeling pretty quiet and calm and just like working on refining. I get some alone time this morning with me and my dog, so I'm really gonna take advantage of that time and just have like a quiet, grounding day. I don't allow myself to have days like this often. I imagine the excitement will start to build come Monday. Sit. Nice. Beefy. Want an egg?
turn my tears into $1,000,000. If it's real, it comes my way. I don't beg, I don't stay. Had my heart in a hard place. Now I move with a calm face.
It is Monday of show week. I am 4 days out and I just sent check-in over to coach awaiting response. We are having really good and clear communication because he is giving me my meals day of and he is 2 hours behind. He is in Vegas. So I sent my check-in at 9 a.m. He will be responding around 9:30 to give me my meals for the day. We already determined yesterday that today we are going to practice my water intake. In all previous preps, we've done more of like a dramatic water manipulation with me where I'm drinking like 2 liters of water week before show and then we taper off going in. We start really high so we don't have to go really low. Well, we found with last show that's not really necessary for me. So we are going to be manipulating my water minimally. I have been drinking 4 liters a day, so about a gallon. Today we are practicing completely controlling my water intake. So while I await response, I'm getting my gut drink and mushroom coffee together. I've been liking my gut drink really cold, so I've been putting it in the freezer. So in my gut drink, I get 250 milliliters of water, which is 8 ounces, with 2 ounces of aloe and 1 ounce of lemon juice. This is the same as what it normally is. In my mushroom coffee, I still get 250 milliliters or 8 ounces of water. With my meal one, I'll get 300 milliliters of water. Between meal one and my pre-workout meal, I'll get 300 milliliters of water. With my pre-workout meal, I will get 300 milliliters of water. And with my pre-workout drink, I will get 300 milliliters of water. And then during my training, I will have 750 milliliters of water with my intra-workout, my essential amino acids. I will then be sending a post-workout video to my coach. It is lower body A today, so he can see what I look like with a pump. And at this point, I will have about 2.5 liters in me. So we'll see what I look like with 2.5 liters in me. This is gonna time out perfectly because typically at Universe, it's a very long day. So I should finish up my training around 2 p.m., which is about what time I would be going on stage for prejudging. I've been practicing my hair. We're going for a little bit more volume in the front. This is not my normal look, so I'm getting used to it. Just heard back from coach, got my meals for the day. Food is just a touch higher because we are looking a bit flat this morning compared to yesterday. Meal number one is going to be 75 grams of gluten-free oats, 2 whole eggs, 180 grams of egg whites, 75 blueberry, 75 strawberry, and 15 grams of honey. So I'm gonna get this meal together and get on with this day. Whew, coming back to life, that meal was everything, and I'm sorry, camera did not eat for that one. Wow. All right, I am putting my meals together for the rest of the day. I went ahead and did my protein last night because I assumed that would stay consistent, and it did. So I've got my beef, I've got my pre-workout chicken, and then I have my other 2 meals, post-workout chicken and my other chicken. So these are my remaining 4 meals for the day. I am going to portion out my rice and my vegetables in these. All my friends FaceTiming me to help me with my hair. Hi! I miss you so much.
I'm sitting on set, but I'll send you a video showing you the hair, but I thought I'd just FaceTime to see your face.
The judges are like loving this glam look, and you know me, I know how to do one style, which is like beachy wave. So I've been like trying to practice, but
it's actually really easy. I'll actually like show you in a video when we go back to the trailer.
Okay.
But yeah, you'll get it. I have all the faith in the world.
We leave on Wednesday. And then show is on Friday.
Awesome! Oh, you have to keep me posted how it goes. You're gonna be a pro.
And we'll see what happens.
And how's the like med spa?
You know, we're still in year 3, so it's just like a grind.
I love you, and I'll send you a video here in a couple hours.
I love you. I appreciate you. Thank you so much.
Anytime.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Angie's gonna save the day with my hair. All right. I mean, it's already not in a bad place. I just want it to be perfect, you know? All that to say, Basically just need to make sure I have enough rice to get me through the day.
Comes my way, I don't beg, I don't stay. Had my heart in a hard place. Now I move with a calm face. What I want don't run from me. It shows up when it's meant to be. I stop calling out. Now
Just enough, you guys. Meals are good for the day. I still have to be very on top of my water, my training, my posing, my core control, all of the things. And I need to start packing also. 4 days out. Tomorrow is a rest day, so I will have time to do like all of the finishing packing, but there's so much I have to keep straight from an athlete standpoint. So I'm gonna start packing early. I'm still getting my nails done tomorrow. I still need to get a hydrofacial on top of all of my faculties non-negotiables. Plus I'm a business owner and a part-time content creator. So we have that also. Oh, and I'm a dog mom. Okay. Lots to keep straight in my world. So the better I can support myself, the best I can set myself up in advance, the better. Also, pro tip, weigh, measure, prep your food after you eat a meal. When you're doing this hungry or in real time, it is so easy. Just take a little taste, you know? If you want linear progress and you want to pledge allegiance to the process and follow the plan, 100%, this is the way to do it, okay? This is how I do it. Getting this pre-workout meal together, and few things to know about me. I like my cream of rice made on the stove, and I like my banana cold, okay? They need to make a kitchen counter tripod or something because I can't get this, but there is an art to the cold banana and the cream of rice, and it has everything to do with timing, okay? If you leave it too long in the fridge, it gets black. If you leave it too long on the stove, the consistency is off. I think it's hilarious because when us athletes are in prep, we all think we are like the connoisseur of food, the most basic food. Truthfully, you have to find ways to make this process enjoyable for you. And for me, that is with textures and temperatures. Because if you're new here, I do not mess around with the fluff. Sauces, spices, overuse of stevia, forget it. I don't have time to entertain any added frustration. I want the most direct feedback as possible. I'm finding I have a lot of subscribers with gut issues. I legitimately feel like a toddler celebrating potty training at the moment. If you haven't been chronically constipated for most of your life, you won't understand this. But the fact that I am having regular bowel movements in peak week when your system is so sensitive, between my gut reset, the vacuums, you guys, the last 4 weeks of my life has just dramatically changed everything. So seriously, comment below if you've tried my gut reset or the vacuums, because I want to hear. We're gonna do one real quick before this meal. I mean, it's perfect, you guys. Got some almond butter, honey, chicken. Let's get it together. And there you have it, pre-workout. All right, coming with me to the gym, I've got my heels, my body weight scale, my posing suit, claw clip, some sweats to throw on after, tripod, all my bands, kickback attachment, sunglasses, headset, and my pre-workout drinks. Let's go get this last lower body A session. Heading into train. Oh, Starbucks, this brings me back. Previous preps, you guys, I have always had an addiction to nitro cold brew. My Starbucks order during prep has always been a grande nitro cold brew in a venti cup with ice. But from my hairdressing days, iced Americano all the way. The thing with me and coffee, if you're like here for the fluffy recipes, is like, I just don't get down with that. I am a black coffee girl all the way. but we're training my part. This is starting to grow on me. It's a little deeper than what I'm used to, but every time I look at myself, it's starting to grow on me. And I feel like it's really giving bombshell. This is the last session at my home gym. Lower body A, hardest training day, but we're at 75%. So just one top set each exercise. Post train, I will be sending body weight and photos, video to coach. Excitement is building, confidence is building, self-doubt is leaving the chat, you guys. Basically from this point on, it's going to be a backslide into the weekend. It's gonna happen so quick. I'm just feeling really ready.
What's for me gets closer when I open my hands. I don't chase, I attract. Strong girls never look back. Know my worth, know my place. Sunshine after every rain. I don't chase, I attract. What's mine always comes back. Head up, watch me rise. New fire in my eyes. No more dust on my good name. I don't fold for a little fame. Every scar got a silver edge. Every loss made a stronger pledge. I walk in the room, shifts slow. Old me gone, let the new me glow. If you see me, you see the proof. I was down, now I tell the truth. I stopped calling out, now I let it land. What's for me gets closer when I open my hands. I don't chase, I attract. Strong girls never look back. Know my worth, know my place. Sunshine after every rain. I don't chase, I attract. What's mine always comes back. Head up, watch me rise. New fire in my eyes.
Post train, post pedicure, coach just responded to my post pump check-in, and he just sent me these side-by-sides from last year to this year. Same body weight. So we are feeling really good. Everything is just on point right now. Everything from my digestion, water intake, core was easy to control midday. We are just sitting in a really good spot 4 days out. So looking forward to what tomorrow brings.
Don't tell your dreams to everybody around. Some people smile, but wanna see you down. Keep it quiet, don't make a sound. Let your success be what shakes the ground.
We are 3 days out from NPC Universe. Morning check-in has been sent. Feedback has been received. Yesterday was a higher food day, so body weight was up to 122.1. We are looking fuller. We are happy with how we are filling out. We are happy with the look. So today is a rest day. Today is my pack and preparation day. So based on this morning's look, my rest day diet is staying the same, no changes there, but coach did pull cardio. I was supposed to do 30 minutes of cardio today. He pulled that. Instead, I just have my steps. So I decided to come and get some steps outside. There is an extreme weather advisory happening right now because of the heat here, both in Illinois and in New York. It's like hot as hell, but I am in prep and I am always cold. I feel like the worst thing about when it's super hot outside is that it is super cold inside because you have your AC running, especially during show. That's always one of my least favorite parts, is keeping the room super cold because of your tan and you don't want to sweat. But it's even worse when it's so hot outside and it's so cold inside, because I feel like it does something to you. Obviously physically, you just like want to hibernate, but like also mentally. So this morning I was kind of starting to like mentally hibernate and shut down a little bit. So I just needed to get outside, get my morning steps, get some fresh air, sunshine. I'm about 50% packed. The great thing is clothes packing is so easy for show. The most important thing is myself and my suit. And then obviously all of the food, and then we bring a lot of appliances also. Mostly just the rice cooker, my electric kettle. I got a little griddle situation. We will have a microwave. Just things I have learned over the years that make show day run much more smooth. We are going to be bringing most of our food with us. However, we probably will do an order of like fruit, banana, blueberries, strawberries, whole eggs. Just an Instacart order of anything that doesn't travel the best or anything that we might forget last minute. We're not really close to any grocery stores, but this will just make it easier once we arrive. Little self-care happening today. My final few appointments are I'm getting a hydrofacial, dermaplane. My makeup goes on really nice. Before that, I will be washing my hair. I am going to attempt to bring a new look to stage. So with the help of my friend Angie, I have the tutorial, and then I've got my manicure appointment at 4 p.m. The final and most important going into this weekend is my mental. So there are a few things that I brought up to my coach this morning, a couple questions that I had. So I am awaiting feedback on that. And those are being how I'm going to be navigating food post-show, number one. And number two, best case, worst case scenario, what happens after Friday. So as far as food goes, I suggested this. I brought this up to him because I have never actually done this before, and I think this is how I want to navigate food this experience. But typically how it goes is I get my meals up until finals, and then I'm given show evening, the rest of the weekend, a couple of days to fully enjoy. If this was the last show of my season, I would be given maybe 4 or 5 days. That's how it was after last universe. And the reason I brought these questions up and the reason I really wanted to set myself up mentally is because there is a post-show come down. There always is in regards to food, in regards to mental. In this show, there's a lot more weight going into it. And so I want to make sure that I am fully prepared, and I want to have open dialogue with my coach. I know how this show is run, and I know we will not be finished until 10 p.m. I know I may win. I know I may lose. I just want to remove that food variable and just be with my emotions. I don't want to use food to celebrate, and I don't want to use food to cope. I also don't want to feel like shit when I'm traveling home, because we are traveling home on the 4th of July, which is the following day. Our flight's at 2 p.m. And what happened last universe is show got over super late. I didn't get a meal that I actually wanted. We ended up ordering a shitty burger, which actually made my stomach hurt. I didn't even enjoy it, but I ate it. I went to bed super full. I woke up super inflamed. I knew I just had a couple of days post-show to enjoy, live my life. And so being at the airport for an entire day, I was grabbing snacks that I really didn't want. And I just remember that travel day home feeling really forced, not feeling good in my mind, in my body, and food being the one variable that really wasn't contributing to the experience at all whatsoever, because I had a lot of emotions coming out of show already. So then when you're layering in this pressure to return to normalcy when you haven't been normal for me a year, I just don't want to fuck around with it. So what I brought up to my coach this morning was that I would like for there to be a meal plan for me to finish out show day and for me to travel home, because I would prefer to enjoy food that is enjoyable when it's enjoyable. And I don't want to spend my energy today trying to determine what foods I want to eat post-show so I can pack them and it become a whole thing. I just want to focus on the now. So I am completely removing that variable for the entirety of this trip. And I'm really looking forward to having that experience, because again, that is not an experience that I have ever had. Now, in regards to what is on the other side of Friday, because again, now in regards to what is on the other side of Friday, because again, there is a post-show come down. So I want to be prepared. Best case, I get my pro card. What's next? Are we going right into an improvement season? Or am I going to hit a professional stage and see where I line up before we take an improvement season? So we have that data, so we have that feedback, so we have that fuel. Obviously, this has been going in and through my mind for a very long time. I have been manifesting this. This just hasn't been a conversation between my coach and I because first and foremost, I don't know how delusional I actually am. I don't know what my chances are on a professional stage. I don't even know if I'm going to get my pro card. And I feel like my warm-up show humbled me so much that I'm even a little bit more confused. And so we will not have a definitive answer on this until after Friday. Until we get on the other side of this experience, until we get judges' feedback, until we see this version of myself come to fruition, we will not have an answer to this question. I know that and I understand that. I also know and understand, regardless if I win, if I lose, if I do the best, if I do the worst, there is still going to be work to do. I will need to go into an improvement season. I will need to grow my glutes. There is never not work to be done, but I need to know what my options are moving forward. Best case scenario, worst case scenario. I need to know what level of delusion I am living in, and the only opinion that I care about is my coach's. So I decided to open up that conversation today and see what his actual thoughts are. Because again, there is going to be a come down, and what I don't want is not to have this conversation in me, best case scenario, get my pro card, and then of course I'll be like, well, what's next? And I don't want to hear enjoy it, live in the moment. I want to know what could potentially be on the horizon. I want to know what could possibly be next for me. And if we miss again, are we going to give it one more try because this is literally the best I have ever looked? Or are we going to pack it in and call it a season? So this is just how I am mentally preparing going into the weekend. These are the questions that I have for my coach. These are the conversations that we're having at 3 days out. And I think these are fair questions, and I encourage you to have them with yourself and with your coach or whoever is guiding you. But all that to say, busy day ahead, travel day tomorrow, so I'm gonna get on with it. Nails done, hydrofacial done, hair washed. Now I'm just going to intercept an Amazon package before I pick up Ryan. I'm just a girl, okay? It's fine. I said, hi, sweetie. How did your workout?
I got there and freaking power was out.
What?
Half the power was out, so the air conditioner wasn't on.
It's hot as hell. I was literally having a heat stroke when I was doing my nails.
Yeah, well, it was like, he's like, oh, it's, there's.
It's 10 p.m. We leave at 10:30 a.m. tomorrow. So this is the packing situation for the clothes. The food is another story. Travel day.
A small town girl living in a lonely world. She took the midnight train going anywhere. Just a city boy, born and raised in South Detroit. He took the midnight train going anywhere. A singer in a smoky room, a smell of wine and cheap perfume. For a smile they can share the night. It goes on and on and on and on. Strangers waiting up and down the boulevard. Their shadows searching in the night. Street lights, people living just to find emotion, hiding somewhere in